Welcome to Advanced Vedic Mathematics course, second week, lesson 10. It is about 5 basic elements manifestation. These are earth, water, fire, air, and space. The technical names are Prithvi, Apa, again Vayu, and Akash. These formulation in letters, when are translated into numbers, these take us to summation values 25, 8, 14, 13, and 8, leading us to grand summation value as 68. See, this number 68 is the TCV value of Panch Mahabhut. 5 basic elements. Now, this value with its split as this, when is to be analyzed sequentially, starting with Earth, Prithvi, 25, water, Apa, 8, fire, again, air, Vayu, space, Akash, 8. The next is the stage of Sun, Surya. It is 13, and ahead is pole star, Dhruv, of value 19. Now see, this makes 25, 33, 47, 60, 68, 81, and 100. Now, if we transcend starting with pole star to sun, to space, to air, to fire, it will be taking us to 19, 13, 8, 13, and 14. It will lead to this summation value 19, 32, 40, 53, and 67. This reverse orientation will lead us to 14 to 15, which is called a Tej, glow, from fire to glow, and with it, it will make the total sum 68. Let us sit comfortably and let us revisit this sequential organization, starting with first as earth, second as water, third as fire, fourth as air, and fifth as space. And sixth is going to be the sun. We know it is a six space. It is a format whose six space domain with seven spaces origin will give us in flow as seven streams, and from each stream there is going to be a flow of a transcendental content, means the five space content is flowing through the seven streams of prakash emanating from the orb of the sun. And six space domain, as we have already seen, is having a miring rod of H1 to H6, and we know each hypercube is of four folds. Once we will be appreciating these features of the format, then we shall also be parallel with the way this chase, as it is starting with the earth reaching up till pole star and reverse back from earth and reaching up till fire, is from earth, water, and fire. This water, fire, here it is air, here is space, here is sun, and here is pole star. So once we will be having from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and reverting back up till this, we know this makes ascending value makes 100 and descending value makes 168. When I say 168, that means here the fire has transformed into its glow, that is called a tej. Now it is this reach a transcendental content flowing from orb of the sun, reaching up till the core of the earth and reverting back, is the sequence, is the form which is emerging as to be of value 168. And see what is happening this. This 168 number is the total primes up till 1000. One shall sit comfortably and be parallel with it, as it is such a feature of the Vedic systems that it ultimately helps unify the reach from letters to numbers to its sathapatya and back taking us to numbers. It is this Sankhya numbers to yoga. These are two nishtha, these are two faith, and these are two convictions. There are two methods. This is numbers method and this is sathapatya method. Both are unifying. When we will be entering the Gita text, the chapter 3 in its third shloka and chapter 5 in its fifth shloka will enlighten us. Here is preserved the enlightenment as the Sankhya Nishtha and the Yoga Nishtha have the same sthanam, same reach. The ultimate reach for both is going to be the same. And the formulation Sathan, where there is a simultaneous reach by the Sankhyanishta as well as by the Yoganishta. With it, our comprehension shall concentrate upon the formulation sthan, the place simple rendering. However, its translation into numbers will lead us to 3, 5, 2, 8 and 1 of summation value 19, which is parallel with the TC value of the formulation Bhut, Panch Mahabhut as we call it, the elements. One shall sit comfortably, one shall permit the mind to be parallel with it. As we know, Man, which is mind, is of TC value 19. This TC value 19, which is going to be a parallel with the TC value of a Bhut, and same is parallel with the Sthan. It is this inherent coordination feature which deserves to be comprehended well. Mind is a potentiality to comprehend the manifestation of elements by its both methods. The both methods of Sankhya as well as for yoga, numbers as well as the sathapatya. It is this feature which is to be comprehended well. Now, when the mind is parallel with the sthan, the place attainment, the reach attainment, the dham, which is 19. So this formulations, TC values as such, further bring to focus that we shall continue developing our own TCB dictionary, and same is to be updated regularly. Once we will be upon this exercise, then we will be enriching ourselves, and index of our comprehension and understanding of the Vedic systems will be parallel with the index of richness of our own TCB dictionary. So see that the manifestation with the through, when we will begin with pole star, and this pole star, this formulation through as well is of TC value 19. The formulation Krishna as well is 19. The formulation Arjun is also 19. And it is here where natural query question urge will be, how is it how that the Krishna and Arjun are at different inherent potentialities while both are of TC value 19. It is as it is. But for Krishna, it is the minimum value, and for Arjuna, it is the maximum value. So the minima and maxima reach at the same as such, though indicates the meeting value, but otherwise it is of naturally different situations. And numbers 1 to 19, we know, are having 18 gaps. And these 18 gaps, when are taken along with these 19 points, plus this makes 37, and it makes Shri Bhagavan. And the value 18 is the TC value of Prakriti, nature. Shri Bhagavan is giving sermons and is bestowing enlightenment upon Arjuna about the Prakriti. It is stated in more than once in different ways that Lord says that you have to reach my nature, my Prakriti. And once one will be with the Prakriti of the God, then once one will be dissolving oneself, when oneself is absorbing and will be at the gaps of this range, then and only then one will be parallel with the enlightenment. Therefore, we, the students of mathematics, we, the scholars of mathematics, we, the sadhakas fulfilled with intensity of urge to be parallel with the Gita and to be parallel with the potentialities of Vedic Ganita Sutras, then we have to understand as that the discretes will be making continuity only if simultaneously their gaps are also accommodated, considered along with the discretes. Say, and it is this feature, then the 19 plus 18 gaps going to be 37, 18 making full unit hypercube 5, 19 making half unit hypercube 5. Let us have a pause here. Then those who are more anxious to know more and more, whose mind is running fast, they may take it that when we are working with a full unit and when we are working with a half unit, then the push of TC value 24 and Istri of TC value 12 will help us comprehend as that at present when we are taking the men and women to be of same potentialities as far as the physical aspects are concerned, then we have to be at caution, and our present reach for a DNA as of common features or constituents for men and women is in a way can be said that like M and W being of opposite orientations or of different orientations, here as well, when we will be with the Vedic systems, when we will be with the Vedic mathematics, Vedic sciences, Vedic technologies, then we will shall be appreciating as to how H5 and H5, small h5, full unit and half unit are making their different manifestations, though simultaneously. And from here, when we will be reaching to the conceptual format as well as of the enlightenment manifestation format for Ardhanareshwar, then and only then we will be appreciating the distinctive as well as the unifying features of the biological aspects, the physical aspects of the male body and the female body. These all, as such, are to be learnt, to be comprehended, and in fact, it is this domain to which ultimately the this learning process is going to take us. Sadhkas, the message is, the conclusion is that we shall start with Devanagari alphabet. We shall sequentially go to its translation into its different folds of space content, full unit body and half unit body. And it is this chase of compactified formats which only will help us appreciate the Sathul, Sharir, tissue value 20, the Suksham, Sharir, tissue value 26, the Karan Sharir, tissue value 15, the Turiya state, tissue value 16, and only then we will be in a position to understand it is D7, it is H7, it is G715, and it is going to be the 9 plus 7, a organization of G49 and G37. See, the compactified format of human body is of 7 space content as the upper layer, the mundane body, and it is 7 space body, hypercube 7, as our Suksham Sharir, the minute body, the subtle body, and it is the 15 geometries of 7 space, this 15 versions of hypercube 7, which is a Karan Sharir, and ahead the Turiya state is taking us to Ganit Sutra 1 organization, how the Vedic mathematics within 4 space is going to be of the features of a dimensional frame 2 raised to power 4. Step ahead will be at Turiyatit, and then it is Bhagavad, and then it is a Brahmi state. It will be the 7th and final state of attainment within the mundane body. As such, our learning naturally is to be from the very starting point of Devanagari alphabet. It is to take us to its 5 folds, and then ahead we have to reach at its manifestation as a 5 space content, as 5 basic elements, and of the 5 basic elements, when we will be having a manifestation of a human body in its manifestation format, then it is going to be compactified as the mundane body, subtle body, causal body, and the transcendental body. And these states, when will be taken for the reverse orientation as well, it will be taking us a format of 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then and only then we will be parallel with the enlightenment of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and our aim our desire is, our urge is that we should be parallel with Vedic systems, then we have to be parallel with the text of Gita. We have to parallel with Vedic Ganita Sutras. We have to be parallel with Devanagari. And sequentially, we shall be understanding how this seven space content D7 is manifesting as our mundane body, Sathul Sharir, and then Hypercube 7 is going to be our subtle body, a Suksham Sharir. Ahead, we will be having G715, which will be our causal body, and all these things happening within the creator's space, and we will be transcending from manifestation to a transcendent state as Hypercube 5 is the manifestation for the origin of a creator's space. And this origin of a creator's space will be having 8 directional flow for this transcendental content, and the 8 directional frame will be ultimately leading us to its gaps, the first encircling, and then to the final, and it is of value 42. Here it would be 112. Here is going to be 222, and the center is going to be the creator's space, and the creator's space is having transcendental origin. This way, we have to understand the way our body, our solar system, the 5 basic elements, and manifestation in this solar universe is going to be of these features. Thank you very much.